Hey, everybody. Day 5, look, or 10. It just depends how you count. If it's one hand or two that you use. Day 5 of Adventures in Alchemy. Wow. You guys, if I don't say so myself, this series is blowing my head open. Like, I am just like, so interesting. So if you've been following the series, this was an invitation really from the Whisperers or from Spirit or however you want to call that. And I had no idea what I was going to do or where it was going to go. And I don't know from day to day. It's not some kind of plan of I know where this is going. It's just I show up and something, sometimes buzzes me right before I come on live. And then we go and I engage with whoever shows up in a magical experiment, in an alchemical experiment to increase the change and the vibration and the presence that we have to create what I've been calling the Midas touch, or having everything turn into gold, right? Everything you touch turn into gold. Well, how's it get better than that, right? So, hi, Becky. Thank you for the message about the Whisperers. Yes, because, hello, Cheryl. The thing about pure epicness, thank you. The thing is about right now, because we're not as busy, we're not doing our regular routines. Things have changed. Things in some ways have slowed down. Although people are like, in your spare time, I'm like, what spare time? I'm like going like always, but I can come in here and talk to you all. So I can always be creating something. So, but right now there's more space. The earth can talk louder because we're not running around on it so much. There's not as much pollution. What I'm noticing, and maybe I don't know if you guys are noticing this, but I can hear more. My intuition is louder. My intuition is stronger. And is my interesting point of view that part of what's happening in our apocalypse, which is the great revealer, is that what is actually being revealed. Yes, some of our shit's being revealed. Some of our distractions, how we distract ourselves is being revealed. Fear, survival, all that. And I'm doing a lot of things to help myself and others handle those pieces. But I also think that what's truly being revealed, the reason that all of that's coming up is that our magic is being revealed, our potency is being revealed. And like my intuition of like yesterday, I was like, oh, like, I think that Sue's going to be on today. Wouldn't that be great? I haven't talked to her or seen her on a live in a year, and she shows up within minutes. I was like, oh, but that stuff is happening all the time right now. It's the frequency of my magic markers, which we talked about, I think, on number 4, is increasing significantly. And so I believe that what's happening right now is that magic is rising, that there's a place and space for magic for so many reasons. And one of the biggest reasons is we are out of our normal routine. Routine is a pediment to magic. Magic doesn't exist in routine. Magic exists in chaos, and it thrives in chaos. And we've talked about this on some of the other ones, but control, structure, all those things, magic doesn't really play so much. Because it's such a chaotic element that it's like, ooh, it can kind of come up in the cracks of structure sometimes, but actually really thrives in like chaos and randomness and sporadicness and all of that. Given that, though, we can create environments where magic is more likely to occur, not from a structured place, but just like, look what's happening right now. All of our routines have been interrupted. So we actually can hear the earth. We can actually hear our own intuition. We can actually feel things and notice things that we haven't been able to before. I was just having a conversation with my good friend Lynn Rose, and we were talking about this pull that we have to come in to meditate, read, study, do magic spells, whatever that is for you. I just thinking about that because you're on here, Marion, of like, there is something emerging that I think is really yummy and juicy, and not just planetarily, but in each one of us. And we are the planet, right? The micro is the macro. So if there's an awakening happening for the planet, there's an awakening happening in each one of us. And I don't care how awake you think you are. Like, to me, we're about 2% awake of what's possible, if that. I've been doing work in consciousness. I've been doing healing work, consciousness work for 25 years. And I think maybe I'm 2% awake. So, I just feel like what's available in terms of our consciousness, in terms of magic, creativity, creation is like bubbling up. Can you guys feel that? It's like bubble, bubble, toil and trouble, bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. So yes, now is the time to focus on your magic. Now is the time to focus on what is rising, what is the magic, what is the power. Yeah, there's fear, corona, and blah, blah, but what is actually rising right now in you? What is it? So I wanted to share with you a question that I came up with for a client of mine yesterday. And if you're watching, you know who you are. By the way, you guys, the way the new Facebook Live works is that if you don't comment, I can't see you, so I can't say hi to you. So please comment if you're watching. I would love to know who's watching. Just even say hi if you're shy, or like even just a little emoji so that I know you're here. That would be really awesome. I'd love to know who's here. Because the only people I'm engaging with is the people that I can see, and obviously energetically, I know there's more than who's posting, but that would be really awesome for me if you would. So you guys want a super tool? So one of my tools for magic is my question crafting. I am a whiz at crafting questions that open doors and open space, and I questions is one of those things that is more chaotic element. In the old days, we used to do affirmations, and the souped up version is question, because it organizes the energy, it organizes the molecules, but it also leaves just enough chaos, enough opening for magic to come in and do its thing. So, you guys ready? Ready. Bonjour, Sophie. Oh, that reminds me, I need to respond to your message. I'm so sorry. Yesterday I was running all day. I will respond to you today. Universe, show me my Midas touch, and make it obvious and make it so obvious even to me. So hold on, let me say it different. And make it so obvious that not even I could deny it. Okay, I'll say it again in a minute, but I want to give a little context. So this client was saying, she goes, Megan, I was watching your series, and I know I have the Midas touch. I just haven't acknowledged it yet. And I'm like, cool. Are you willing to? She goes, yes. And she goes, I just don't know what it is. I just know that it's there. So this was the question that I crafted for her. That's some of what I do in my one-on-one work is I take the things that I channel and I make it applicable to the person in front of me to help them go deeper and obviously totally transform and change their lives. So, say it again. Universe, show me my Midas touch. You know, the Midas touch is the dude that turned everything into gold, right? And make it so obvious that not even I could deny it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine boys, shows to be on. That was a clearing statement from Access Consciousness. If you're not familiar with that, you can go to theclearingstatement.com and learn about it. But it's just a way to clear energy. Am I happy pants today? I am happy pants. I'm happy shorts today because it actually got above 60. Oh, it's so exciting. So I'm happy shorts today. Okay, Claudia, you have to listen to, you don't have to, but I would love it if you listen to, I believe it was video 3 in this series and video 4 where I go really into gold. And I can't remember, I do it on both, but one of them we go into the gold and the earth and like this, oh my God, it was so fun. It was amazing. And it was like, I has to watch this. Love, I am happy. Routine is an impediment to magic. Yes, and it's funny that it's so funny that that everybody out there is like trying to get everybody to be in routine in quarantine. It's like you got to keep up your daily routine, and like I'm helping this client whose company is wants her to like follow a regimen while she's at home. And I'm like, well, what's the point of being at home if you have to follow a regimen, for hell's sake? And creatives typically work outside, better out of routine anyway. But it's so funny because that people's antidote to fear is to have a routine. And I'm really I know that that's really useful for people that are more linear in nature. But us creatives and magic people, we need some chaos to really thrive, to really be who we are and express who we are, and to really step out of the routine so that we can actually fly. So, thank you, Cheryl, for letting people know. Nicole, hi! I've always loved my middle name, Claire. Wondering if I will add another after that. Super nice. My last name is already Powers. Beautiful. Yeah, I love that. Yes, my intuition has gone way more expansive since the corona experience I went through. Hearing and smelling has tuned in and turned up too. Isn't that crazy? Because I know that people who have had a touch of it, oftentimes their smell and taste is affected. So it's interesting that that's actually turned up. Liz, hi, you found me. I'm so proud of you. Jenny, oh my God. You're here. Hi, Jenny. Claudia, Krista, Captain Magical Pants. Hi, Nicole. Berman. I can't say your last name. Katie, Victoria. Oh my gosh. Severine. Sure. Neelam. Oh, you guys are all saying hi. Oh, I love you guys so much. Make it so obvious. Well, hi, Renee. Thank you for that because, okay, you know, like I'm one of those people that people go, hey, Megan, that person has a crush on you. I'm like, huh? And like it's obvious to everyone and not me. And like I think sometimes like I'm idiot savant. Like there's certain things that I tap like really like well and easily, and other things like so yeah, I was thinking about like whatever it is, like let's say that you have this capacity that's growing, like you have this magic that's coming forward right now in the grand revealing and uncovering that is our apocalypse currently, right? You can ask the universe to show it to you and make it freaking obvious, right? It's like, universe, you know me. You know I'm a little dance. Well, not really, but just playing, right? But make it so obvious that not even I could deny it. Make my magic, and this is just playing with the Midas touch, right? You could say, make my magic, make my intuition, make my what, fill in the blank, right? And actually, I'm going to take you through a process because this is Adventures in Alchemy, right? So this is actually turning on and turning up the alchemical energies that act with other constituents and then create something, change something, move something forward, kind of a thing, right? So we're going to play with some of your personal magic today. How fun is that? Okay. So, and you guys, I promise you, like if you have not seen the first Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you have not seen the first 4 of these, this is good shit. Like I'm like, damn. Hi, Julie Brown. I should be I'm like, I should have created a course and charged $1 billion for this, because it's like the change is giving me. I'm like, it's awesome. So what's coming through me? So one of the other places that we can look for magic, and I want you to kind of look and turn this up within yourselves, is to look at what is the energy that you bring to things that's different than anyone else brings to that thing, that creates the change in the alchemical. That's my official term. Okay. So for instance, right? So in the olden days, back in the days of horses and carriage, boys and girls, in the early days of transformation, what I was teaching about was, my way to say magic was genius. Like, what is your genius? And that still fits, right? And it's interesting because I started to make the shift really early on, because I trained with Gay Hendricks. There's an awesome book called The Big Leap. If you're looking to really look at what your best things are, that's an amazing, amazing book to help you sort through that. My own personal book called The Power of Living Genius. If you sign up for my newsletter, you'll get a PDF of that, the workbook, and also me reading a chapter of my chapter in the book, The Energy of Magic, which is a bestseller, as it turns out. So anyway, lots of tools. I digress just a little bit, but I started to understand that that magic wasn't about, like, genius wasn't about, oh, I'm a genius at teaching. Yes, that's true. I mean, I'm a genius facilitator. I'm a genius at this and this and this and this. Yes. But the real genius is the unique energy that you bring to that thing. So the genius is not in teaching. There's a billion teachers, right? It's like the genius actually lies, or the magic actually lies in the energy you bring to that thing that you love, that actually nobody can bring that energy to that thing, because they're not your body. They don't have your chemical components. So they can't possibly make that thing a thing. So, like, let's say that there are 10 people teaching the same class. There'll be 10 different classes, right? They could have the same topic. They could even have the same outline, but it's going to be entirely different based on the energies that they bring to it. So when you're doing something that you love, and these are some of the questions to ask, like, what is it that you love what do you love doing, that you would do it whether you got paid or not? Okay. That when you do it, you feel more energy after you do it and while you do it than if you didn't do it. So it increases and generates energy for you, and then time disappears. So those are the 4 questions you want to ask. So when you're in that space and place where it's like time disappears, your magic is turned on. Okay. So you want to take a look in those places and go, what was that? Universe, give me more of that. And sometimes we can find it by looking at other people and going, what's that? What's that she did? Ooh, that was so cool. That energy. It's probably because it's you, boo. That's how that goes. It's probably you. So, and you want to go, okay, what is it? What is that unique energy that I bring to my coaching sessions, let's say, or to my online programs, or when I'm like something happens for you in nature that makes it, that turns it to gold? What is it that I bring to blank that turns it to gold? What is it that I bring to blank that turns it to gold? How fun is that? Okay. So if I were you guys, I would get out a paper and pen, and I would write for like 20 things. What is it that I bring to whatever this is, that I bring to my cooking, that I bring to my readings, that I bring to my conversations? Like, maybe it's like when you have conversations in a particular area that something turns on for you, and it literally transforms you, anyone else involved, and the thing itself, right? So I used to have a magic in basketball. Okay, I still kind of do. I asked my body to remember it the other day because the only thing that's not closed in my apartment complex is a basketball roof. And I was like, body, show me. And I hadn't thrown a ball for like, I don't know, like probably since like August or September. I went through a few, but I haven't really played basketball in years. And I literally got 20 shots in a row. I was like, phoom, phoom. Oh my God. I was just watching myself. I'm like, how cool is that? But there was something something that lit up in me, like my body capacities would light up, and I did all the shit I shouldn't be able to do. Like I was like 5'6" at the time, and I was like a little thing. I was like maybe like $120, no, not even in. When I was really at my height, I was probably like 110 pounds or something. I was little, but I used to jump center because I had a 3-foot standing jump. And I could actually swish the ball from there. There was no 3-point lines before. So I only got 2 points for them, but I was shooting from like way out, and I would just like swish them. And I think what I was doing was I was telling the ball where to go. I have no idea how I did what I did, but that's kind of the magic, right? And it's like we try to put that into a system or a thing, but really we just need to turn on that chaos, turn that up more. It's like, it's not about identifying these things, although sometimes we will have words like, oh, that's intuition, that's clairaudience, that's clairvoyance. Like, okay, cool. And like, as long as you know what the energy is, and it's like, oh, this energy sort of comes in and does this. And I'm going to talk about a specific potency that opened up for me that some of you watching already know this and you've experienced it. It's molecular infusion. I want to talk about how I opened that capacity to change molecules. Well, it was been happening for a long time, but as I actually was able to point to it and go, oh, that's an energy, and it does this, and it like this, and when this energy comes, this experience or this feeling, these people, it changes them, it changes me, and it changes the whole environment, right? And you want to start looking in those places, because that's dudes, that's what you came to do. That's what you came to do. You came to actually turn on and up these energies in these environments. And like back to the whole theme of this series, which is, what if everything you touch could turn to gold? What if everything you touch could turn to gold? So to recap, universe showed me the Midas touch, my Midas touch, make it so obvious that not even I could deny it. And how you know that this is a Midas touch thing for you is that it's that space of like timelessness. It's the space of like, you could be there all day long and never get tired and actually get more energy. Like those are the qualities that you want to look for to go, oh, that's what Crazy Megan was talking about. This is the magic. And then, okay, what is this energy I'm bringing to this that makes it turn into gold? What is the energy that I bring to this thing that has it turn into gold? In universe, give me more of that, please. I'm ready to have it. I'm ready to turn it up. I don't care. Like, I don't need to hide. Like, I'm ready for it. Bring it. Okay. Then get ready. Because some shit will go down when you ask. Because asking is so powerful. Asking is so important. And we always get what we ask. Always. So just be ready. People say put your hands and legs in it, enjoy the ride at all times. Like, how do you enjoy the ride with your arms and hands in? This is how I enjoy my ride. Go! Okay. Ooh-wee. Okay. Okay. See, show me that is such a big, it's so obvious that I can deny. Thank you for putting that in. You're pulling this today? Yeah. Actually, Marion's my oracle. I'd love you to pull this series, because this series wants to be in something else. I don't know what it wants to be yet, but it wants to be something else. Hi, Julie Brown. downtown. Julie, you have such a magic in, she does organizing for people, and she helps people clean, like clean out the clutter and stuff like that. And it's like, it's, I'm going to point you out, Julie, because it's so dynamic what you do. Because there's a lot of people that organize, there's a lot of people that clean and, you know, get your space right and all of that. And, and but this is a really great example because you come in and you transform them and the space. You like get underneath what's happening or where their clutter's coming from, and you like change the space and you change the people, and it's like so magic. It's not just house cleaning, it's not just house organizing, it's this whole other thing. Then this is the thing that I've seen, just as a side note, because I work with a lot of people come to me who have these really dynamic gifts because they don't know how to package them and they don't know how to say what they do because it's so magic. And so they don't know how to market it in a way that actually people can resonate with, because it's like, I do this thing and then their house is clean, but that's not all it is. And so I help people actually identify what these things are so that they can actually present it to the world in a way that the world gets. But also I help people discover what these things are and open and open and open and open and like grow. Because my interesting point of view is when people's magic gets turned on, when their genius is turned on, like money happens, then they get their own brilliance. And even if they haven't fully named it yet, money is following that. Always more joyful. Like it's a cure for depression and anxiety. I mean, it can cure pretty much anything. Okay. And it can put you on the path to the greatest possibilities of life and living, of anything. Like, because when we're doing our magic, how happy are we? And how much is that gifting the universe? Because we're being that flower that we came to be, that tree, like all of the things on this earth have a thing they are. And then when they're being that, then everything else works. Same with us. When we're being us, i.e. when we're being the magic that we really are, when we're letting that out, when we're making that contribution, when we're willing to have everything we touch turn to gold, then we are being what we came to be on this planet, and the planet will feed us. That is the essence of abundance. To me, this is the path through fear. This is the path to the new reality. This is the way. Our magic is the way. Ha ha! Brothers and sisters, I am going to preach it to you today. Well, it's because I got downtown Julie Brown listening to me. But I really mean that. Like Claudia, like all of the capacities you have with gold. That's why I wanted your feedback on my gold videos, because like you just have this magic and this thing that turns on in you. And like I've had the gold channeling with you. I don't even know what you call that. You should put it on the messages here, like what you do, because like what she does with gold is amazing. Becky, thank you. Hardcore chaotic creative here in recovery from trying to force myself into routine. Yeah. Raise your hand if you're in routine recovery. And by the way, if routine works for you and it actually helps you channel magic, awesome. I just know that for the really wild ones, routine is an impediment to magic. Okay. Ha, my husband self-implodes if routine gets interrupted. Mm-hmm. Yep, too much magic. It's a pod apocalypse. I love that. The Leap is an awesome book, isn't it? Yeah. Victoria, when you're in the space where time disappears, you are in your magic. Yes, yes. Thank you for you guys capturing all of that. What is it that I bring? Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. You cooked magic kale chips right before this call. Perfect. Perfect. See, and in cooking, we can see alchemy so easily, right? It's like if you have a certain ingredient, it's forming this taste spectrum or palette or whatever, and then you add a different ingredient, it's a totally different thing. That is really the essence of what I'm talking about here, right? It's like when you add chili to chocolate, right? It becomes this whole other thing, and it makes it unique. It makes it different from other chocolate. If you add coconut to chocolate or whatever, And it's like, that's what I'm really getting at with alchemy here, you guys. And this is today's, we've been a little bit esoteric in some of the other lives, which I love to be, but this is kind of the practical life, right? This is the real life practical application of magic, is really like, what ingredient are you? What ingredients are you? What are the ingredients that you can pull forward that change the constituents of anything you are touching and turn it to something else, or turn it up, or turn it greater? What is that? Ask yourself, what is that? Then say, universe, show me that, and then ask for it to be turned up, and then you're in real trouble, because you're going to have way too much fun for a minute. And I'm sorry, Becky, but you're not going to be able to return to routine after that. Rock, Rastro. Unless, of course, there is something that you need to, I don't know, like, if there's something in your life that has to happen routinely, then you can chaotically find a way to make that happen. Like, really, like, I've been really working on my immune system and turning it on and turning it up, and I'm doing body processes, but I'm also doing some practical things with supplements in walking every day and qigong and breathing exercise. But I'm going to tell you, those things happen at all different times of the day and night, and in all different ways. So even though I am doing it every day, which I've never done in my whole life, P.S. The only thing I've ever done every day is lattes, but I'm doing it every day. I've been doing all of those things pretty much every day. I think I missed one day in 2 months of all of those things. And I know that I'm doing that, and I follow the energy. I follow the energy of chaos. Dude, came to do. Did I say that? Oh God. Infused some black beans last night. Not sure what though. Had no words. Yes, you don't always have to have words, but when you acknowledge that you created something, that you changed something, then you strengthen your alchemical capacities. You gotta claim, own, and acknowledge the alchemist that you actually are, and that you turn shit into gold all the time, people. A lifetime called right now. Gold. Yes. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. What is the energy IB that turns us to gold? Yes. I think that's a better way to say it, actually. It's a more succinct way. I like it. I like how you said it better, Rosie. Change the space and the person. Yes, yes, energetic transformation. Yes. And transformation, as we talked about yesterday, is taking something from here and changing it to here, changing its form, changing its altitude, changing the space, changing the constituents. Okay, it's not just chocolate, it's chili chocolate, or whatever it is. I'm not. Marion, what? See, the thing is that okay, it's not that you're a marketing dud, it's that you haven't claimed, owned, and acknowledged the energies required for enrollment, engagement, whatever. It's like you haven't claimed your magic there yet. And the problem is that we look around and we see how other people are doing it, and we go, and we try to do it like they do it, and then it doesn't work, because we're not being that magic. We're not being that alchemical master there, right? And so, as I said, it's not that I'm a genius teacher. It's the energy that I bring to teaching that makes that gold. And it, like, what energy could you bring to marketing? What are the gold nuggets that you already know you are, that if you applied it to marketing could actually totally change that conversation? And what if you didn't even have to market? What if people just found the oracle because they do? I've been rewatching The Matrix because it's on Netflix right now, you guys, and all three. And I'm thinking about how the oracle was always very hard to find, but everybody was always seeking her. So what would it be like to have people seeking you, even if you were hard to find, and everything that doesn't allow that? Pot and pock that. Ooh, that was good, Marion. That's a little wedgie. Have some fun with. Live Your Magic really taught me a lot about my magic. You think, Mary? Mary went through Live Your Magic. And some people in here have been to Live Your Magic. And that Live Your Magic that's going to be post-apocalypse, you guys, is going to be off the freaking hook. I can feel that. There is some magic and rising in me right now that I'm like, what am I going to do with this? Just partly for this series, because it had to come out. It had to come out some way. And then when we can all get together and play, it's going to make me so happy. I'm a people person. I'm behind a computer. Preach, I am. Yes, I love that your cooking came back because it didn't want your dumb ass normal shit no more. It wanted it to be magic. Hello. I had a coconut to my kale chips. Beautiful. Yelping. I taught yelping recently, which is they do it in Dead Poets, right? Giving yelps when you get scared and when you're like, oh no, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make money. Yelp! So if you haven't noticed, play is one of those magic things for me. And when I bring play to any kind of spiritual idea or universal download, then it actually sort of fools people into change because they're just coming along and they're laughing, and then all of a sudden, something came in and they change. That's one of the things that I do that's very magical, and there's like an energy I am in play that actually turns things to gold. So it's fun. It's fun being me. You went royal in Live Your Magic. You really did. Okay, and now my body won't let me slouch. Good job. Good job, buddy. So, okay. Let's do this. So, there are people in here that have been in Live Your Magic and people in here that haven't, but I'm all going to give you a tiny little experience. I can't give you very long experience because I've been getting muted lately because I play music and apparently people own the music. So I think I can play it for like 30 seconds and not get busted, not get muted out. But I want to tell the story about my molecular infusion first, and then I'm going to actually open it up and create an invitation for you to play in your own version of it. But it actually came from a class. It's something I've always done. I didn't know. In a class called Symphony Possibilities. And I was in the class with Dane here, who's a co-founder, one of the co-creators of Access Consciousness. And it's an energy. It's not even a technique, but it's an access of energy that allows you to change things. It's called Symphony of Possibilities. And I was at the mic and I was asking all sorts of questions, and he just stopped me and he said, the position of Dane here is taken. Find out what this is for you. Find out what this energy is for you, because it was all like, oh my God, I'd been in Reiki trainings and things like that where you place your hands in positions and you did a routine. And I was like, that's boring. I feel bad, and everybody loves having Reiki and being a Reiki master. And I'm like, I'm bored. And so I got in the SOP training. I was like, hello, because it was chaos. And it was like, yeah, I know how to play here. And yet I was like, I didn't know. And so I started to look at this question that I gave you guys. Is like, when I looked back 25 years ago when I was doing a technique called rapid eye therapy, which is a really phenomenal tool. If any of you have trauma, go have that done. I can recommend, I can do it still, but I can recommend others who do it as well. But I was getting results that other people that were doing it were not getting with people. And I was seeing people that have gone to 5 or 6 different rapid eye practitioners, and they weren't feeling a lot of change or difference. And they came into my session and they went, so what is that? And I started looking at that, and I started looking at whatever it was that I got trained in. Kisses and cellular memory for your finger. Oh, thank you, Victoria. I sliced this sucker like it was such a bad cut too. Like this is like my fourth round of bandages and it's still kind of bleeding because I just kind of cut a little piece out of it, sadly. So thank you. I forgot about cellular memory. Thank you. So shiny things. I told you I was chaotic and I am not linear, but I will come back around. So I started looking at that question that I gave you guys today is what is unique and what is the energy I bring to my sessions, to Rapid Eye, to hypnosis, to NLP, like all the things that I had learned, right, that I was doing and getting different results than anybody else. I was facilitating classes and having experience in the classes where everybody was like just like beyond like shifted and in like this massive space in a little hour and a half class. And I was like, what, how'd I do that? You know? And as I started asking the questions, I started getting this thing about that I actually have a capacity with molecules and I have the capacity to like change them up. A lot of people tell me when they first get on calls with me or have sessions or come to class with me that they can't even cognate anything. They're just saying, what the hell did she just say? Because I'm changing the energy. I'm changing the molecules. You guys may even experience it on lives with me because anybody who's listening, they're in the field of me listening. I'm like tapping you. I'm like moving energy. I'm moving molecules. I am like, Julie Brown, Rapid Eye is the part, Rapid Eye became before EMDR, and it's this holistic process. EMDR is the part of Rapid Eye that the medical community said we can verify this part, and it became a modality, and it's still very, very helpful, but they took out the part that actually works the best. And so Rapid Eye is, I would say, is EMDR on crack. EMDR is still really good because, therapists and psychiatrists do it and you can get insurance for, whereas Rapid Eye, you can't do it on insurance. But I would say if you have a chance to do Rapid Eye, do it. If you want a suggestion, PM me. I can do it, but I have a friend that I refer to as well. So this molecular infusion thing, I didn't know what to call it. It first came as, like I really interrupt people's molecules. And that's why over the years that people, they either love me or hate me because I come in, if you're really rigid and linear and what I call particleized, I'm going to fuck with your particles. If you want things to be like this, I'm gonna fuck with that, and I make that kind of right. So I move molecules and I change patterns molecularly, and I talk to molecules, and I can really. And there's something also that my body does with that. I don't have words for it, but I just called it molecular infusion because I'm infusing molecules, and in fact, I do a little bit of molecular infusion. Oh, let's see. I can't remember if I did it on these lives or it was in Creating with Kindness. Maybe one of you knows. I actually did a molecular infusion with gold, and I think it was on call 3. So take a look there because you'll get an experience of maybe a little bit different frequency that I'm going to show you today and be today. You don't know me, but you love me. Thank you. I love you too, Nicole. I love your comments and the energy that you brought into the space. So thank you. Megan, MI is amazing. Jenny, you want some molecular infusion right now? Do you want some of that? Because I'm going to bring some of that. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is I'm going to ask you guys to actually bring something to mind that you would like energy around. Like, are you building something? I'm really good. Like, people come to me, my one-on-one clients come a lot to get to launch or build or grow something because my molecular infusion, that's why I call it infusion, is like I grow people. I can grow their money. I can help them grow their business. It's just crazy. And it's not even something like, well, come and get my 7-step system, because that shit doesn't work. It only works for the person that did those 7 steps. And then if you're not a step person, that's not going to work. So yeah, sorry, I don't have 7 steps for you, but what I can tell you is that I'll bring energy and infuse you in a way that expands you and grows whatever it is you're doing. That's one of my capacities. So we're going to do that here and now, just for a few seconds. I'll probably do it for more than a few seconds, but I think I can only play the music that tends to, there's a piece of music that tends to engage my molecular infusion really fast, really strong. And so I want to do it. And it's also good for the people listening to hear, because as we talked about yesterday, yesterday's live is really good too, because I talked about the, what the scientific process of a mystical experience is and what it does. And it basically, you have to leave time and space. And so this piece of music really helps you do that. It kind of helps you leave time and space. But so I would invite you, now you can intend something that you want to clear. Okay. But I would tend to, you love me and my frequency. Aw, thank you, Renee. Thank you. Look at all of the love. You are a tender plant, Mary. Will you like some energy for your tender plant? Would you? Drunkenness, here you come. Yeah. I people tend to feel altered when they have the molecular infusion, which is great, because that's what we're trying to do. When you leave the traditional, rational, organized, routine mind, then you can access the mystical. And in the mystical, we are accessing the true self, right? So that's also part of what I'm doing in molecular infusion, is I'm helping you tap that space of energy, space and conscious in you that is the creator of all things in your world and in the world, actually. Okay, so you guys does everybody have something set you up for some rapid eye, please? You got it down. PM me, girl. I'm just going to go back over some questions real quick, make sure I didn't miss any. You mentioned cooking. Yep, totally tapped. That's awesome. Okay. You've known me less than a week. I know, and here you are playing in the magic. You can hardly. I love it when people are like, "Ooh, that," right? It is an energy that I'm being, but it's also, you're attracted to it, you guys, because you are it. There's something here for you. There's like all those little pieces, all those little baby magicians and wizards inside of you were like, ooh, she's going to help us play. She's going to help bring us out. Yes, go her. But it's really all these little parts of you that want to come alive, that want to play, that want to be that magic. You know you're fucking magic, so fucking be it. Can you say fuck? I still don't know. I keep asking people. I don't know if it's going to get edited for that or not, but I said it. Okay. Let's see. Let me go back down. You're in for a treat, Becky. I want to see how you get me drunk on coffee. You feel happy and excited? Awesome. Okay. I don't know. You know how they have a pot that actually gives you a high buzz? Like, I don't even think that was possible, because it's like I never really liked pot because it made me do this. But I guess they have it now that make you go, so maybe it'll be like that. So, but we don't need pot when we have molecular infusion. We don't need mushrooms when we have molecular infusion. We don't need any of that. Okay, so most natural high I have ever generated and created. Yes, Krista is helping me have space for this huge molecular change, so contributions would be good. Awesome. Yes. And Krista, you've experienced maybe that much molecular infusion, because where I really turn it on is the entire Live Your Magic. Like, those of you who've been to Live Your Magic, you know what it's like to be bathed in that, because I'm pretty much in that energy almost the entire time. Okay, so boys and girls, here we grow. I'm going to have to pull up the music, so one moment, please. Everybody got the thing that you want to grow? Bring it to mind. And actually, I think that molecular infusion works better through movement. So a lot of energy processes you do on a table. In Live Your Magic, I've got people up and dancing and moving, and it tends to move through the body, because it actually kind of turns you up, and your body, my experiences with it is people have a hard time staying still. Okay, so How much fun can we have today? Doodly doodly doo. Okay, what is it? Okay, so I want to give credit to this song because it's so powerful. I want these boys to get credit, and I'd love you to buy it on their site. And I don't know, Mary, if you have kid like look them up, but you guys can look these guys up on YouTube. They're called Hang Drum Duo. Okay. And they have this song is actually on YouTube, which is where I got it from. And I have this dream. You guys, can I tell you my dream before I do this? I know I've been going on for a while, but I have a dream. And the dream is that I would be doing a concert, like in a, not a concert, but like, yeah, in like a stadium, right? And that the Hang Drum Duo would be playing their music. And I and others who know and have tapped into molecular infusion would be all around the stadium, and we turning up the younger generation's capacities en masse, because I believe all these little X-Men, they're hiding out in video games and stuff because we've been too stupid to actually receive them. And so they go to raves and all of that because they want to access the state of magic that is them. But what if we had like a totally sober rave that actually they got really like expanded and tapped other worlds and all the stuff that they're actually doing, trying to do drugs to get to, that they actually got to it by turning on their magic inside of them. So that is one of my big impossible things that like, ooh, universe, what would that take? What would that take to turn on kids on mass in a fun way? So do you like that idea, Jenny? Yes, everyone loves that idea. Let's do it. Especially those of you who've experienced molecular infusion and have done it in class, you know the power of it. You know, like what turns on and up, and you like, whoa. Can you imagine if like 10,000 kids experience that all at once? And like, you know, teenagers, whatever, like 15 to 80. Because there's a lot of us that just like this. I'd rather hang out in that crew, in the 15-year-old crew, you know, in many ways than adults that are adulting. Sounds like post-apocalyptic live your magic. Yes. Yes, that is one of the expressions that I felt and seen for a long time. And when I tap that place, I just cry. I just cry for the possibilities, and I see the waves of energy going out, and it's like, whoa. Okay, so TikTok Dragon Dare, there's your kids, teens. Yes. TikTok Dragon Dare. There. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Barrett's like, you should get on TikTok. And I'm like, isn't that a thing for teenagers? And she's like, what are you, old? No. Continued apocalypse, live your magic. Ooh, yes, that could be a good name too. Okay. All right. So you guys have it. You guys have the thing you want to build, you want to grow, you want to open. It could be your gifts, could be your magic, something that was tapped in today's live. You guys ready? And actually, I'm going to try this because, well, I don't know. Let's see. Can you just see if you guys can hear? Can you guys hear that? Oh, yes, Becky. Becky, you're not going to be able to go back to linear after this. I hate to be the one to tell you. I need TikTok. Okay. Can you guys hear this? If not, I'm going to get my my little speaker. I think I'm going to get my speaker. Hold on. But just, I have to turn it off so it's not on too long. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so I'm just going to keep talking. You're going to come with me. We're going to make this work. We're pivoting. We are pivoting, boys and girls, because I didn't know that I was going to do this, which just happened. So, you know, fine. Who has the rights to this? Oh my God, I am a crazy person. And I think I'm getting crazy the more time I spend alone. It's quite extraordinary how unique I'm becoming. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can turn that up just a little bit. Okay, you can hear it. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, you, ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. You guys are so fun. Let's do it. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can get it going. Get it down. Julie Brown, down pound. Let's do it. Okay, let's turn this sucker up. Okay, ready, set, go. So, what energy, space, and consciousness can me and my bodies be? This is how I activate it. And I do it other ways too. Sometimes I just tell it to turn on. Sometimes I ask it to come in and I start feeling it. Right now I'm feeling it as tickles in my calves. So all of you call in a molecular infusion, whether you know or don't know what it is, just call in that energy because it's an energy anybody can access. I just happen to have it naturally, right? So, and some of you have it more naturally and some of you get to develop it just a little bit, okay? So you guys ready? Ready? Here we go. Here we grow. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay, so what do you want to grow? What do you want to make bigger? What is that? It's time for magic! Okay, I'm going to turn it really low now because I don't want this to get bleeped out for people who are watching it in the future. But how you like? How you like so far? Are you letting yourself receive that? Are you having fun yet? What are you building? What are you growing? Joyfully, freely, ultimately abundant? Yes. And what else? And what else? And what is possible? And what is being revealed right now? What is being uncovered right now? Will you let it? Will you allow it come out? You're gonna be weird as you are? Are you gonna keep pretending to be normal? Silly. We need the magic. Because we're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. We need the wizards. We need the witches. We need the dolphins and the fairies and the mermaids and those of us we can't even be defined because we're so many of those things, and the dragons. Don't forget the dragons. Ooh. The shoo-shoo bullwhip. Like that. Guys, feel that? It is magic. Opening up your voice again. Yeah, you guys, put it in the chat space. Like, what are you growing? What are you opening? What are you turning on? What are you turning up? If you don't know, just say my life. Do you want to turn my life up? See, my thought is, let's not wait to see what's on the other side of this. Let's create it. You want to create what you want on the other side of our apocalypse. You are the creator. Anyways, you always have been. Silly. And what if you created this apocalypse so that you could open your magic? Smarty pants. Plagues go. It's quite light, The plagues in the days weren't that fun. I mean, we just have to stay home and wash our hands. And dance on Zooms and lives. Author, growing your books. Joyous. Yes. Thank you. My beloved life of grace. It's so beautiful. I love that. Thank you, guys. Thank you for sharing. Magic. What else? What else are you growing? Come on, play with me. What you got? What do you want? Now is the time, because everything comes from energy. And the more energy we give something, the more that it can materialize, that come into matter equals M squared. We have to give it enough energy that it moves into the material. It begins to actualize. That is alchemy. That is magic, boys and girls. It's like when we appear something in our hand, right? The wizards and stuff, like all of a sudden there's a crystal ball in their hand. That's because they brought enough energy, fast enough. They brought it in the material like that. Boom. Right? So give what you're growing energy. Just sit back and enjoy, boys and girls. All right, opening fully to the gifts that I be and allowing them into the world. Yeah, Krista. Yeah, me. Yeah, Mary. Bam. That's a big one. My personal power, my fire, Severine, writing books. Yes. Whatever I bring to people. Yes, and more. Turning up your genius life. Yeah, Claudia. Oh my God. I'm so excited I've got my London. I got 2 of my participants from London, Live Your Magic. Here, Severine wants to host a Live Your Magic France, and she's here. And my Salt Lake Live Your Magic, Marion, when did you first do it? You did your first Live Your Magic. You've only done one. You did Maui Live Your Magic. You're going to start. Wow. Cool. Yes. How much fun. Victoria done Salt Lake twice, I think. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to turn it up again. We're going to see. I think it's low enough that we're not going to get in trouble. But just for another second, because, just so good. Okay. Whew. Are we having any fun yet? Oh my goodness. I've gone over an hour. Get my power. Listen to her again and again and again, and let this energy in and let it in and let it in and let it in. Being the alchemy of change, Gabriella. How long have you been here? Have you been lurking? Toronto? Oh yes, Nicole. Toronto and Salt Lake City. Oh, yes. You've done 2 too. Oh my goodness. I love that so many of you in here. Please hold. Upgrade in progress. Transformation of human consciousness. Yes. Yeah, isn't that so cool? When we start being who we are, we start going, okay, when asked what we want, we're like, we want it for the world. That's when we start being world changers, is when we turn all of this up, because then we got to do something with all of this, so then we go out and change the world. Sexualness, organic me, yes. Oh my goodness, Krista, I cannot wait for your ass to get in Live Your Magic. I'm just saying, you're pretty magic now, but wow, I can only imagine. En France, atelier live, Live Your Magic, Benoit Dorel. See translation, Megan. Hi, France. Yes, Live Your Magic Workshop by Megan Silitosun, translated in French. Bam! And this part doesn't need translation. Because this is universal. Energy is universal. And I invite you, my point in playing with this molecular infusion was really to invite you into your own magic, your version position of Megan's Loto is taken. Like, what is that in you that's asking to come forward, that is the best contribution to your life and the planet in a way that is mutually profitable for you and everyone you come in contact with? There's where it is. There's the, right? That's the leverage. That's the universal leverage, my friends.